Welcome back to Sonoran Living Live. Okay, Chef Laura, she has certainly made our mouths water today with her pan-seared pork chops. You've done them two ways. We have two sauces. You're giving us so much information to take home and bring into our families. So we're doing the second sauce.
Second sauce.
For the bone-in pork chop.
3 ingredients.
3 ingredients. She said it's so simple we can do it ourselves.
Yes,
okay.
you can. Okay, so we had a little bit of mustard in our last sauce.
Right.
So the star attraction in this one is chipotle. Okay, so chipotle is a jalapeno that's been dried and smoked, and then it is steeped in a sauce which is called an adobo sauce, which is a tomato-based sauce. You find it in a can like this at the grocery store. What I do is I puree the whole can, put it into a container, and then I just use it as I want to over the course of months.
Oh, okay. Can we freeze it then?
You can also freeze it.
Okay,
yes.
So just the chipotle sauce in the store. And
right, and so once it's pureed, it looks just like this, okay? Before it's pureed, it looks like a red jalapeno, if you will, that's very soft, okay?
Okay.
Now, this is spicy, and it has seeds in it, and that's what makes it even spicier. So if I were a mom feeding an 8-year-old or 8-year-old twins, I may not choose to put this particular, I'm just kind of channeling that concept.
Yeah, you are, totally.
I would not probably put this on their plate unless they really like the spice factor.
Okay.
So I want to remind you though, on our pork chop we had the smoked paprika, we had cumin, we had a little bit of garlic powder, some kosher salt. What we're going to do though, because that's all very savory if you will, we're going to add a little sweetness and spice now to it, okay? So over very low heat, all we need to do is add to this, or add to our pan, our maple syrup, and you can also use honey if you want. You can also use agave.
Oh, I love agave.
Now, if you're going to use agave, it's a lot sweeter than what we normally associate.
So pull back a little bit?
Yep, use about maybe almost half as much.
Okay.
And then also pull back on your chipotle then, because it'll be way out of whack, okay? So basically, this is just going to warm very gently, just so it just blends and melds the flavors. And we can then take our little bit of lime right here, squeeze a little bit of that in here for flavor. So this is going to give us our acid. And here's the interesting thing. People always ask me about seasoning. And they don't want to add salt, for example. So I always recommend the first thing you want to go for is a little bit of acid. And that's not just citrus acid like limes or lemons or oranges, and don't forget the oranges. An orange would be very good in this also.
Yeah, it would be.
But it's also your vinegars, apple cider vinegar, balsamic vinegar. Those also will spark or raise the level of the flavor of the food.
Without using salt.
Without using any salt. So that is it for making this sauce. I mean, it is really, literally that fast.
Wow, that is quick.
So, in keeping with our whole health consciousness, though, I also wanted to show that what I'm serving this with is sweet potato. First of all, it melds beautifully with the sauce, this particular flavor. You could actually glaze the sweet potatoes with the sauce as well if you want to. And secondly, these are very, very healthful as well. Okay, very high in beta carotene, you can tell by the color on the potato, and a little bit lower glycemic than a white potato. So all very, very good in keeping with our health consciousness. And then once again, we just take a little bit of our glaze here, and we're just going to glaze it right down the side of our bone-in pork chop. So,
and would you go ahead and put that over the potato?
I would do it, absolutely. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it smells, again, another very simple sauce, not thick, just delicious. Oh, it looks fantastic. Celebrated Cuisines, Chef Laura, we're celebrating you today because it is amazing. It is amazing.